This young man I'm about to introduce is one who served us well in diplomatic services, and most importantly, I'm proud to call him my friend. When you need someone to go and give you a little unctionization in the family violence when things are a little tight, all you see a little corned beef, a little white rice, and ain't no steak on the mailboat, he'll go on the plane with you, and then you complain about the room and the room size and no air conditioning. Lord have mercy. He's a real PLP. Help me make welcome at this time a young man who served our party, the Honorable Randy Rolle. Who's going to be a part of the video. Randy Rolle, please come. Council General.
Me too in Agua, me too Long Island, and Grand Bahama, I'll walk a sea. So come go with me, to pay money. Sing it out, come on. Yeah, everybody. Move your body, come on. Yo.
PLPs? PLPs?
Oh, you sound good. I stand on the established protocol, but with your kind leave, I recognize our leader, the Honorable Philip Brave Davis and Mrs. Davis, our deputy leader, Chester Cooper and Mrs. Cooper, fellow delegates, stalwart councillors, a pleasant good evening. It is no coincidence that our leader themed this convention, Renewal, a call to action. We must go back into our communities, unify, fortify, and share the rich history, plans, and accomplishments of our great party. We must hear the concerns and establish our policies based on the needs of the many. Because despite the progress we made and foundations we laid, the PLP work is unfinished. Bahamians everywhere are hurting, frustrated, and fed up over the lack of vision, fictitious campaign slogans, policies, and the favor of the wealthy and well-connected at the expense of their livelihoods. Our call to action must be brave, resolute, so that we can be in a position once again to be a powerful force of good. In the words of my late friend Dr. Bernard Knowledge, it would be easy for me to stand here before you and say, don't blame me, because you know how I voted. But the truth to the matter is, no matter how you voted, no one deserves this type of government. For BJ, it was always about the welfare of the people. I like to take this opportunity also to thank the Progressive Labour Party for the opportunity to serve in the Foreign Service as head of mission in Atlanta, Georgia from 2013 to 2017. On behalf of the Atlanta-based team at that time, I can proudly say that we represented our country well. Regardless of political affiliation, we answered every call. Our work was about building relationships for all. Fellow delegates, I would be remiss if I failed to mention the level of economic hardship and unemployment being suffered by our people. I told a story in North Andros the other day about a single mother at SuperValue counting pennies and having to make the hard decision on what she can afford as they struggle to take care of her families. Sadly, this is the reality of thousands of Bahamians. We must renew this PLP as part of our call to action so we can renew this country. With over 39,000 jobs added to the economy during our last administration, we must do more for our people in the next PLP administration. We must remain focused on our people. You might feel forgotten and cast aside by this current government, but we see you and we hear you, and the PLP needs you. Give us your ideas, and as well as your concerns, join us and join our renewal. These are serious times, PLPs. Fellow delegates, the time for political distractions has long passed. Bahamians must know and feel that the resources of the country are for everybody, benefit and enjoyment, not just the well-to-do few. Bahamians are growing impatient, and rightfully so. Contractors are waiting to be paid. Nurses are waiting to be paid. Bahamians continue to wait for reliable power. Unions are waiting with bated breath for an honest advocate and mediator for their labor concerns. Grand Bahamians are waiting for relief. Let me repeat that. Grand Bahamians are waiting for relief. My good friend Senator Colby, Grand Bahama has a Governor General, a Deputy Prime Minister, a President of the Senate, 2 sitting members of the Cabinet, 2 parliamentary secretaries, and 5 members of Parliament, but not one real sign of relief in sight.
Well, mother!
The people, as a Bimonite, I wanted to let Pakeisha Parker know also that the people and children of Bimini are waiting at school that she also promised them. There are better days. Better days are ahead, fellow PLPs and Bahamians everywhere. How long? Not long. Now, on a more personal note, I send my love and appreciation to both Ms. Portia Knowledge, the widow of the late Dr. Bernard Knowledge, and Mrs. Highland Roberts, widow of Bradley Roberts. I honor the lives of their husbands, who were political mentors and political fathers to me. Their passion for and commitment to public service and the advancement of the Bahamas, even as they were successful entrepreneurs, inspired me to offer myself for public service. On behalf of our brother BJ fell on his political sword, courageously leaving it all on the battlefield in the name of public service. His spirit, passion, tenacity, and patient attention to detail will live on in the work of future generations. Silenced by only death, Bradley Roberts was a ferocious warrior, defender of the progressive cause. Big Bad Brad will always be remembered. I also like to recognize Ms. Portia Knowledge. I know she's here this evening. She's sitting over there. Fellow delegates, many see the man behind the mic, but not often the lady behind the man. I wish to publicly thank their wives and family for their selflessness in loaning these giants of PLPs and by extension the Commonwealth of the Bahamas over the many years. We are indeed better off as a country because of their contributions. Thank you and have a good night.
Somebody got you.